Hello there, this is Derek again and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you some little review on this device right here. So this device I have in my hand is a Samsung A11 and it was actually released on the 1st May of 2020. So it's barely a year and some few months after it was being released, and this is a very great device I have in my hand right here. It's one of the mid-range devices you can just get on the market right away, which is actually presenting to you a very great feature and also settings and whatever operating system that is current you're just going to get on this device right here. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to like the video, share to anyone you think that is going to be helpful to them, and without further ado, let's just dive into the video. So this actually came in with a 6.4-inch display right here. When you check out on the screen, you're gonna see that it is very wide right here, and that is basically very cool. And it's actually running Android 11 right here, and it came with Android 10 from the box. So this device is actually compatible with Android 12, and currently I'm on One UI 3.1, and it's going to be upgradable to One UI 4.0, which is going to make it compatible with Android 12, and that is basically very cool. So if you're planning on getting this device, it's a go ahead. I'm sure you're gonna love it, and that is very cool. So this device is in different variants, and you can get some having 3 gig of RAM and then having a 64 megabytes, and some also 32 gigabytes, and you can also get some having 2 gigs of RAM and then having a 32 gigabytes. So either of the ones you feel like you want to get, it's very cool for you. But if you feel maybe your device is going to be very small for you, the space is not going to be enough for you, you can just expand with the micro SD card, and that is basically very cool. So this phone, talking about the battery, it has a very great battery. This device has a 4000 milliampere of battery, and it's gonna last you very long. If you're not a heavy user, you can just last with this device for about a day and without charging it, and I think it's very cool. But if you're a heavy user, it can last you about 15 to 70 hours whilst using it, probably maybe playing music, and then with games it can last you about 10 hours, and I think it's very great. Talking about this battery life, and I'm just going to talk about how it charges. So it comes with a 15 watts charger, and it charges very fast. So maybe if you feel like you are just going to use the phone, and then you probably will think maybe it's going to drain, and then you charging is going to be a problem, and it's going to take time before you get it to 100%. No, just don't think about that. It's going to last you about 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 25 to 45 minutes to just charge from 0 to 100%, and I think that is worth it. So with the camera right here, it has 3 cameras right here, which is 30 megapixels wide, and then 5 megapixels ultra wide angle camera, and then 3 megapixels depth sense camera. So with the ultra wide, it actually allows you to take a wider picture when you're actually shooting, or maybe taking a photo, and then you feel maybe the people you have to cover are many. You can just switch to the wide angle, which is going to be very helpful. So let's say maybe you want to take a wide angle, you tap on this side, and you're going to see that everything you have in front of you is actually going to be very wide. Checking on this, you can see this is the wide, and this is the ultra wide right here, and that is basically very cool. So any of the camera settings you feel like you want to pick, you can choose to pick in any way. And it has a rear mounted fingerprint right here, and you know, it's very quick. So if you just configure it like that with your fingerprints, you're good, and it's actually gonna be very responsive. Also, talking about this, and then we want to know what else this phone has. It has a radio, which a lot of phones don't have lately. So when you check out right here, it has a FM radio, and you can just use and listening to a current news or whatever you feel like you want to listen on the radio, and I think that is basically very cool. So talking about the gaming too, with this phone having a big battery, gaming on this phone is actually going to be very cool. So you can just try it if you feel like you were a gamer and you want to get some cool games. Maybe Call of Duty is actually going to lag a bit on this device due to the RAM it has a 2 or 3 gig of RAM. But if maybe you get a 3 gig of RAM, I think it's going to be very helpful for you. But the 2 gig is actually going to lag a bit, so gaming on this device is not going to be very okay, but you can try it out. Or maybe if you just want to be on the budget, you can just use it for a while, and then maybe later you just upgrade to a better one, or one with a bigger RAM. So pretty much that is all I want to share with you on this device. So if you are trying to just get this device in 2021, I think it's helpful. It's very great, and the price is not really much that you're gonna be able to just say you're not gonna be able to afford. So if this video was very helpful, just give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share to anyone you think this is gonna be helpful to them, and without further ado, I'm just gonna catch you in the next video. Peace.